Hello Leos, and welcome to Embrace the Moon Tarot and your August 2017 reading. And oh my gosh, I just felt like this burst of fiery roaring lion sort of energy. So there must be some Leos out there who are going to come across this that are just full of just this wild energy that you... Not wild in the sense that it's uncontrolled, because I feel that there's control with it, but it's just this burst of, oh, I've got so much energy, I got to just do something with it. I must hunt something, I must accomplish something, I must do all the things. So that's what I'm getting for Leo right now. So let's see what kind of reading I get for Leo for the vibrations of August 2017. Whew. That energy is just, wow. Current energy. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, strength, possible obstacle, recent past, and potential future. Oh, I keep going back. I'm not sure where to begin. Where to begin? Oh, gosh. Well, I feel like I'm gonna do with current energy. Current energy, King of Pentacles. Like I said, that's fire. Oh, gotta do something. But I feel like this is reversed because you're not grounding yourself. You're just full of this, gotta do. Oh my God, I got so much energy. I have so much I want to do. But because of it, you're just kind of going all out and you want to do all of it right now. And there's some chaos with that, and that's going to be a downfall if you're not very careful. You got to slow yourself down. You got to stop. You've got to consider all the energy that you do have and what you can do with it and how you can utilize it for the potential that you see it has, because if you don't, you're going to burn out too quickly. I feel like if you don't sit down and you don't regroup yourself and you don't try to ground this energy and figure out how you can use it in your best interest, you're going to blaze through it too quickly, and you're actually going to cause it to burn out and fizzle out before you get everything accomplished that you want to accomplish. So I think you really need to contemplate the amount of energy you feel that you have. Kind of, if you are a list person, even if you aren't a list person, maybe you need to sit down and kind of write out what it is that you feel that you want to accomplish with this energy you just feel burning inside of yourself. And then from that, prioritize that list. What's going to take most of the energy, and maybe do those ones first when that energy is so fiery hot and so full, and then leave the ones that are least have the least amount of priority and maybe have the least amount of effort in relation to them towards the end, so that when you start to feel some of that energy waning, because it's going to wane. I know it doesn't feel like it's going to wane right now, like it's so full. I'm like wide awake, like I just took a shot of espresso. That's what I'm feeling right now. And so I'm sure that those of you who are feeling this, you don't feel as though this is going to dissipate and you're going to have this for a really long time, but it's going to dissipate eventually. It is not going to feel like this shot of espresso all the time. And the problem is that if you're not careful, you're going to crash, and you're not going to have stuff accomplished. You might not have anything fully accomplished. So prioritize, organize your thoughts, kind of get some grounding regarding all the things that you want to accomplish with this energy before you begin, and figure out what you should start with and what you can leave towards the end, especially when you start to feel this sort of sizzle and die out. This I feel like is going to take a good bit of August. You're going to feel this fiery energy a lot towards the beginning. It's going to start to wane, and it'll continue to wane very slowly. And it's going to be slowly enough you don't notice it until the end of August. In hindsight, you're like, holy cow, I'm exhausted. And if you don't prioritize, you're going to be more exhausted than you would be if you would be mindful and prioritized. Oh my gosh, I said that word so many times I can't say it. It's that shot of espresso I'm feeling that you guys had. So recent past, we have the Hierophant. In the recent past, I feel that there has been some advice you had received from someone, a mentor, an advisor, someone you trust. And for some of you, it might not even be someone specific as much as you had a conversation with somebody and it spurred your own inner shaman to kind of wake up. But you had this sort of revelation because of some dialogue that you either had with someone, or you had with yourself, or you had with yourself because of the dialogue you had with someone. At any rate, there was, in the recent past, a point in time where something really created a revelation that sparked this fire. And even though this card is generally has to do with, I feel like a lot of people might link this with spirituality, I don't feel that this was a spiritual conversation, and therefore the fire that you felt isn't necessarily spiritually driven. But it was that, like I said, it was someone that you very well trust, or at least respect their views. And it spurred something within you, an enlightenment that has kind of really started this blaze and brought you to this point. But it was ignited so quickly, and it happened so quickly and in such a fury. Like I said, it needs to be grounded. You need to be very careful that it doesn't get out of control, because you're going to burn out and fizzle out and not get accomplished and end up being more tired and therefore even possibly frustrated. Physically, we have Six of Swords, and I feel that this is representing coming from a place of languish. Just came to my mind, and I'm not quite sure. It's kind of a state of relaxation, but not completely, like a peaceful, and again, not all sunshine and roses, but you came to or you're coming up on, maybe there's that word languish just keeps coming into my head. Just allowing some good rest. And I'm not sure if, I feel like I keep going back and forth. This is hindsight, this is foresight. And so I feel like that it's probably one of those things that depends on the Leo who's watching this. There are some people who are coming from this, which gave space for this fury. And then there's those of you that, because you are entering the state of languish, you're coming from a state of maybe chaos, or coming from a state where there was issues that didn't allow you to feed your own fire. And because you're getting into that state of comfort, because of that, there are some of you who have that. But I feel like it depends on the person, because we're all from different walks of life. So I think it depends on the Leo who's watching this. Some of you, it is because you came from, and that gave space for that fiery fury. And then there's some of you who came from chaos, but you're entering into that point of languish where the fire is allowed to burn, and because of it you feel like you now have energy to focus on this new whatever it is that you're focusing on. Mentally, we have Empress, and I have no idea, because this is not how this card is generally linked, but as soon as I saw this card, and even when I was setting it here in this specific space, try to say that 5 times fast, I immediately thought of Lover. I have no idea why, because this is not generally linked with Lover, but I feel like this is linked in the sense of soulmate. So, and I don't understand why this is this is the card that came up, but I can't shake it. This is the message I feel that I have to give, and I feel that Many of you Leos are going to connect with that one person who really feeds your soul. And because of that, it's creating fertile grounds for that fire. It's creating, allowing you to go feeling, those of you who are coming from that period of languish, that languish allowed you to recognize the fertile grounds that you now have to build this fire and control it and make it manifest, whatever it is you want to manifest. And those who are entering languish, that languish is allowing you to build the fertility grounds for the connections that you need to allow you to be able to control this. But again, you're not going to control this fire unless you prioritize. But mentally, you're at a place where you can kind of make some of those soul connections that you need. And it just, like I said, and if you use this correctly, you'll be able to control that fire for your benefit. Emotionally, we have Queen of Wands, and this is, again, I feel this is very, very intricately connected with this need to be able to figure out how to ground and prioritize that fire so you can use it to your benefit. And there's going to be some emotional links to it some way or another, and you need to nurture that side, whatever it may be, because if you don't nurture that side of the fire, again, you're not going to have control of it. So I feel like this is going to be a running theme as I work through the rest of this reading. But definitely, you need to nurture the fire within and how it connects, how you are emotionally connected. And I don't know that this is anything person specific, but it's just however your emotion is tied to this fire that has started to blaze, and however your emotions are tied to the decisions you make regarding controlling and manifesting whatever it is that is plausible from this. You need to nurture it. You can't let it just do its own thing and hope all ends for the best. You need to take time to nurture it. You need to take time to pause. And I think that ties in with what I said about prioritizing, really possibly making that list, being wise about making a list and being wise about what you need to be disciplined regarding when to do which activities that you want to see to the end. And just being wise, as like I said, the emotional aspect, whatever ties this has with your emotions, be wise about it so that you don't deplete the energy too quickly. Spiritually, we have the Sun, and I just think that on some level, you're just connected. You feel connected, which is probably why you feel this blaze of fury to get stuff done, and you just feel like you can do anything and you can manifest anything, and almost like the world is at your fingertips and you could change it with a snap of your finger kind of feeling, because you've gotten to this place where spiritually you just feel very connected. You don't feel like you have any questions. You don't feel like you need any resolutions. You don't feel like you need any proof. You just are residing in this feeling of having everything has fallen into place and it makes sense, and you can't explain it. You can't define it. You couldn't even pinpoint when this happened or how it happened. It just is full of sunshine, like the heat and fire of the sun. And I feel like it's really pushing that feeling that you have all this energy and you can accomplish anything, and you just have to do it, make the choice and do it. But the connections have been so bright and undeniable, and it's just fueling you. And like I said, I don't think you can define it. You can't pinpoint it. You just know that it's good. Spiritually, it's good. And I feel that this is very much the beginning of the month, and like I said, I feel it's very much connected to how you feel like you're ready to tackle and do and be, and feel like you are almost unstoppable, and feel like you're never going to run out of this energy that you're feeling. And then I feel this fiery blaze begins to dissipate as you progress through the end of August. This feeling of still feeling very solid spiritually, blessed spiritually, that's not going to change. Even when you finally dissipate and in the last ember starts to cool regarding this fire, that's not going to change how you feel spiritually. This is still going to feel very solid. But I do feel that that connection, whatever connection occurred, helped to spur this on. So the Knight of Wands is your strength card, and I feel that this is tying very heavily with your King of Pentacles and your Queen of Wands message that I've already given you regarding prioritizing. Your strength is going to be taking a step back and being mindful of the decisions that you make. Prioritize. I feel like I cannot say that enough. This shot of espresso that you have gotten has a lot of power in it and behind it, and is giving you a lot of energy, but it will not last forever, and you want to utilize it as much as you can in your best interest, however you can make that possible. But if you aren't wise and you aren't contemplating and anticipating, oh my gosh, if you're not anticipating that this will run out, you're going to be shocked when you crash. So you need to be mindful. Like I said, I feel like these cards just keep, this message is all really, really connected. Be mindful of all the steps that you take and utilizing this shot of energy that you have. So you can end August feeling like you've done and accomplished everything that you thought was possible with this energy. But if you're not mindful, it's not going to be, you're going to be not happy with yourself. Because in hindsight, you're going to regret all the things that you didn't accomplish with this energy that you had, simply because you weren't mindful when you didn't prioritize like you should have. So your possible obstacles, the Four of Wands, and I feel that this is just letting you know. Again, this shot of espresso is very much key to the month. And I feel that the reason why the Four of Wands is in your possible obstacles, I think that there's going to be a tendency to get too cocky, which is why you keep getting this other message. You're going to get too confident knowing that you have this energy and feeling really good about it. So good that you're not going to be contemplating the fact that this is going to dissipate eventually. This energy only lasts for so long. You can only get so much done with this energy. You can only burn so much with this energy. You can only accomplish so much. You can only manifest so much. And the reason why I think the reason why this is a potential obstacle is I feel like there is a warning that you have the potential of getting too cocky and feeling like this is going to last forever, and just celebrating and residing in this, ooh, it's so good, everything's so good, that you're going to waste almost a lot of the energy just being happy and celebrating the fact that you have energy and thinking about all that you can accomplish without actually doing anything with it. So that's why that is in the possible obstacle. So again, keep getting told. I hope you're getting the message. Prioritize, ground that energy, figure out what it is that you need to do with it, what you want to do with it. Don't allow yourself to unknowingly waste it and then end up with the end of August being kind of a bust, and this shot of energy that you've had kind of being a bust. And I feel that this is why the Devil card is in here upside down, because I feel that this Four of Wands, and the reason why you keep getting told prioritize, because at this point in time, there's a really heavy lean to that not happening, or the realization of needing to prioritize coming a little too late. And so you have the potential of August ending where you're not in control of all the things that you wanted to be in control of. And you're not going to be able to break away some of the things that you wanted to break away from. You're not going to be able to fully manifest, and therefore it's going to kind of, you're going to be chained to a lot of half-finished projects, a lot of half-finished beginnings. You're going to have a lot of things that you've either only gave thought to but never started, or you've started but never got even to the middle of, and a few things that you may have managed to get into the middle of, but you're going to feel chained and bogged down because you didn't accomplish what you were supposed to accomplish, and because you didn't utilize the energy in your best interest and its fullest potential for manifesting whatever you needed to manifest. Suddenly you're going to end the month being chained to all of this stuff that you wanted to accomplish and feeling the need to still see it to completion. And because of that, that's where the chain part's going to come in. You're going to feel like, because you started it and you had intentions and the desire was still very pure to finish and complete and see this to fruition, it's going to make you feel like you have no choice and you have to feel it and to finish it. And as a result of that, you're going to feel chained. All these decisions and half-finished projects are going to make you feel that you are bound now. And now you have no energy. You have no energy to finish it, and you have no energy to unchain yourself. Like, you're just going to be so depleted. So I feel that you have the potential of the month ending this way. This doesn't say that the month is going to end this way. You can make the difference. And if you already depleted a lot of your energy with being excited about your energy but not doing anything with it, or thinking about all that you can do but not actually starting anything, you can still take the time to prioritize and use what energy you have left. Whatever energy is left from that shot of espresso, you can still use to your advantage. It does not have to be this way. You don't have to feel that you end the month feeling chained to half-finished projects. So let's see what we have to give to you as kind of a wrap-up card, and maybe that kick in the pants to keep with you as you move through the rest of August, and hopefully use this energy to your greatest advantage and help you to remember to prioritize and have wisdom in how you prioritize. Let's see what we can give you. Dark apricot, find the humor. So I feel that this is kind of an odd card to be giving you, but I feel that a lot of you who are going to see this are going to relate more than I can actually talk to you and give to you, but I'm going to give you what comes to mind. And basically, find the humor in the events that are occurring. Find the humor in all the projects that you are trying to be lighthearted about it. Don't stress yourself out. Find the humor in your participation in this, and I think that might be the biggest thing. Find a way to see how you are or are not using this, and find a way to laugh at yourself and how you are controlling or not controlling, so that you can turn this around. Don't try to manipulate by strongholding this, though. If you fight, I feel like if you try too hard to fight with this and to control it because you're scared suddenly that it's dissipating, you're going to end up actually losing more energy in the fight and the struggle. So when you come to this point where you are feeling like you spent too much time being cocky, or you spent too much time burning through it fruitlessly, find the humor in that so you can turn it around and then still be able to utilize whatever is left. And then whatever message that you got when I said find the humor, because I feel that when I laid this card down and I said this, that there's a good many of you that as soon as you heard that, it clicked far better than anything that I said could have clicked. But that's what I have for you. Find the humor throughout the month as you burn through this energy and use it to manifest a great day. All right, that is all I have for you, Leos. I hope you have a fabulous August, and hopefully I'll see you in September. Until then, make the day great.